And the starting lineups have concluded. So, well, the weekend obviously isn't. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Serge Ibaka.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Zach LaVine is out there with Jackson, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter, and it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. And for Hartford, Johnson is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Turner. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee. Hartford shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're
right,
healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean,
whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Got to give LaVine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
And they double up Doncic. Hartford moving the ball around. Edwards drains it from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I asked him, what are some of your main concerns? And he said, we're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the outside. So it's essential that we don't give them open looks from deep, or we'll be in trouble. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. The 3 drills the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 5.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Passes to Trent. Johnson kicks to Edwards. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. No dice from the high post. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. LaVine dishes to Jackson. Pass to McGee. Back to Jackson. That shot missing. And Hartford going the other way now. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. Out to Turner. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
From 11 feet away, the rebound by Turner. Hartford trails by 3. Here's Trent. He had a 27-point outing in their last game again.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
To the middle. Stolen away. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Jackson passes to McGee. Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Turner. The feed to Doncic. Johnson outside. The tray. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Jackson. That one goes. Count it. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, and Jackson is very gifted at finishing through aggressive defense. Just a master at controlling his body.
From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Hartford. And the second quarter of... enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Hartford here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Porter is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's McGee in at the 5. Doncic passes to Johnson. And here's Edwards, guarded by Porter. Porter against Edwards. Misses from short range.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You have to appreciate the value of an acrobatic showman like LaVine. I mean, his antics will keep your squad and the crowd pumped up.
And so he hits both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And there's the pass to Edwards. And they double up Doncic. Dishes it to Turner. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. He's got 5.
A capable scorer. Turner plays an integral role in what his team does offensively.
Raptors with the lead. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside, LaVine. Out to Ibaka. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Trent.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Edwards dishes to Doncic. Poke loose. LaVine against Turner. On the wing, Jackson. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto. And so Doncic will bring it up for Hartford.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Hartford will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Here's Edwards. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up. You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Raptors leading by 5. Outside, LaVine. Inside, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
McGee trying to break free. LaVine, good. LaVine's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Down low, here's Edwards, and the layup is good. Edwards got 9 points.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Doncic against Jackson. Ibaka outside. Pass to LaVine. Puts up a 3. Raptors get it back. And Ibaka kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jackson. Knocked away. Doncic with the steal. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 assists. And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Edwards. Miles Turner out there with Johnson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. To the inside, Turner. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on JaVale McGee. For Hartford, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Trent passes to Edwards. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
McGee. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Turner. Hartford trails by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Edwards, that's good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Edwards against Porter. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
LaVine feeling it out a bit. McGee trying to break free. LaVine can't hit. Hartford trails by 3. 3 on 3. Johnson a wide open look, and he hits it to tie the game up. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for Toronto. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, you can't afford to let LaVine get comfortable, especially when he's looking to fire from the mid-range.
Doncic dishes to Johnson. Pass to Turner. Edwards with it for the lead. They get it again. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Hartford the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Doncic passes to Johnson. Now here's Turner. Hartford moving the ball around. Here's Edwards. Nailed from 3-point land. Edwards got 16 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Jackson passes to McGee. Back to Jackson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
The pass to Edwards. 43 seconds left in the third. And he dunks it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, even when Jackson gets bodied on the drive, he finishes the job. What persistence from the point guard.
To the middle, here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Outside, Levine. High arcing shot. Here's McGee, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. McGee's got 8 here in the quarter. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Porter. Then it's Zach Levine. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's Levine. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Doncic. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now Levine. And McGee kicks to Levine. Levine double team. And it's Hartford on the break. The finish, and Edwards with the stuff.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting. You do your best, and you live with the results.
Pass to Levine. To stop the run, and then Levine with the jam.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
On the wing, Doncic. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Edwards passes to Trent. Clock at 6. And they double up Doncic. Here's the 3, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Doncic finds Johnson. Back to Doncic. Outside Turner. This one for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter against Edwards. Passes it to McGee. In the corner, Ibaka with it. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
And they double up Doncic. Johnson for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Johnson's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Hartford. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Right side Levine. Got a hand on it. But they'll get another chance. Porter kicks to Levine. 5 on the clock. There's the three. Nails the triple.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Hartford calls time here. They're behind by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He told him we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Here's Doncic. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
Free throw good, Levine.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And Hartford calls time here. They're down by 5. 29 seconds left in the game. Here is Edwards. And a miss there off the inbound.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
From deep three-point range, Trent can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Outside, Levine. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.